Hi. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about why I created Humming for Health and Happiness. I've been a breath coach for over 30 years, and the practice that I learned really early on in my own growth is was called Riding the Wave at the time. I now call it Touch of Grace. And it's a connected breath, connecting the inhalation and the exhalation and using a lot of awareness and presence and paying attention. And what it's designed to do is to actually bring up everything inside. And through this connected breath, gently but intentionally, we discover that we can actually resolve and integrate everything, whether it's past, trauma, current. We can digest our experience. So it's really, really powerful and builds a tremendous amount of trust in being able to meet life as it is. And it's also a very deep practice. So I've shared it with thousands of people over my career, and it's been really remarkable. I use it almost every day in my own life, and it's helped so many people. However, I've noticed that there's a lot of people who just have uncertainty or even resistance to attending to the breath and going in to face what's inside. So lately I've been like, well, what else could I offer? Everybody's out here now and it's wonderful. There's 10 steps to this and certification for that and master classes. And it's such an exciting time in the world of growth and awareness and transformation. And I find myself in a place where kind of been there, done that, don't really want to go for the full-on big involved course. I'm at a time in my own life where my mandate is to live in joy. So especially at this time when we're dealing with the pandemic, I've been musing, what can I offer? What have I got in my toolkit, in my bag of tricks that would light me up and also be a contribution to the world? And as it happens, when there's an intention brewing, synchronicity starts to occur. And I came across this wonderful video online of a brilliant, also a breath practitioner, who was reminding us all about humming breath practice. It's called Humming Bee Breath Practice, or Brahmari Pranayam. And it's really, really simple. It's just a breath in and a long, slow exhalation. There's some additional parts where you actually plug the ears and close the eyes. And all that does is help us move inside. And this humming creates this I call it ridiculous because it's so powerful and so profound and yet so incredibly simple. It creates a vibration up in the brain, down in the heart, and the benefits are amazing. It can help reduce all this plaque that builds up in the brain. It can clear the arteries. It helps the nitric oxide in the nasal passages move into the lungs 15 times more than just through nasal breathing. Helps with digestion, with elimination, clears the liver, helps with mood, and increases good feeling. So with all of that going on, I thought, maybe we're onto something here. And I went for a little walk. I walk every morning in my neighborhood. And I'm just thinking, okay, humming, how can I offer this in an easy, simple way? And what would I do? And it just so happens that our Washington state governor lives on the island that I live on. And he's been just fantastic about being very upbeat and positive and inspiring Washingtonians, is what he calls us, to really take care of ourselves and to do what we can to both prevent COVID and be well if we should get it. So I happened to be walking down this little trail and it goes right behind his yard. And I know where he lives. He's not here very often. And while I'm musing about all of this, I can hear him in his backyard. And he's talking on the phone probably. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, Humming for Health and Happiness for all of Washington. Let's do this. Let's make a campaign. And I got so excited that I actually walk around in front of his house, and I was actually going to put a note in his mailbox or knock on his door because he's so approachable. And I thought, hold on, give the guy a break. So I came home and I made my first video. And without going into all the depth, I just hummed You Are My Sunshine. And it was fun and it was easy. And I put it out on my Facebook page. And lo and behold, I didn't know this, but somebody was scrolling and found it, and they hummed along with me. And this is a person who's had very, very chronic, horrible sinus infections, even has had to have surgery. And she reported to me the other day that after one humming session, it's encouraged that we do 10 minutes. She went from a level 9 to 10 pain and discomfort up in her face down all the way to a 4 or 5 in one session. So she came for a more, I guess I would call, in-depth session where I taught her the breathing practice that I use, my touch of grace. And in, again, 1 hour, the whole sensation of pain and discomfort and numbing went right out of her face, gone. So I just had to come here and share that, as delightful and simple as it is to hum You Are My Sunshine, or you'll see there's other videos where I'm on the Hood River and it's row, row, row your boat. It can be hummed anywhere. It can be just humming your favorite tune. The whole idea is to keep the mouth closed. And as we breathe in, we really slow it down on the exhalation. And that's where all the good stuff happens. And here was this profound impact that I knew was happening, but I wasn't really sure if it could help with people that have sinus issues. I've also talked to other people that have been humming with their children and other people that have been humming on their way to work. And so I'm delighted that this little campaign is taking baby steps out into the world. And I'd just love to invite you to join me. I'm trying to get people to send me videos. I haven't gotten too many of those yet, but just let this be a gift to you. I hope you'll hum. I hope you'll experiment and see for yourself if you can feel this beautiful vibration that happens up in the brain and wakes up all the synapses. And also hum low tones down into the heart and feel what that feels like. Connecting the brain and the heart is very powerful. So I just got interrupted by a phone call from the very person I was sharing about, who had the powerful healing experience through breathing and through humming. And as I said, I just want to share this with anybody and everybody that wants to just hum a little hum or wants to go deeper with the practice and use it as a healing tool. So to end with, I'll go right back to the beginning and invite you to hum with me, You Are My Sunshine. Here we go. So, blessings to everyone. May you hum and find wonderful health and great happiness. See you next time.